Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Listen, man, a lot of different fighters. I'm talking about pound for pound greats, active and retired. They're all saying Terrence Crawford can move up and clip Canelo. And I just think for those of you out there who are doubting Terrence Crawford and his ability to do to Canelo what Canelo has done to other fighters, because look, all Canelo did was move up weight divisions, particularly with the selection of fighters he fought, but the bottom line is Canelo moved up multiple divisions and did the business. It doesn't, the way, rehydration clauses and all that, look, it doesn't matter. Let's give Canelo his credit. But at the same time, if he could do it, why can't Crawford? And out of all the boxers out there, if Bivol speaks, which he doesn't say a lot, and Usyk come out and say it, when they say Crawford's the best, and that Crawford, without hesitation, can clip Canelo, there's something that they see. And I'm going to tell you, Bivol to me is just, he's one of the few fighters who knows what it takes to win at that level. And he first-handedly knows what it takes to beat a guy like Canelo. He already fought him. And he was able to paralyze Canelo round after round with just his punch output, controlling the distance, and his boxing IQ, his movement. Canelo had no answers. Canelo is flat-footed. Look, Canelo's style is effective, but he didn't do good against a guy who had a longer reach, which Bivol has and Canelo and Crawford has good footwork, which Bivol has and Crawford has, who can control the distance, which Bivol did and Crawford can do, and who understands and knows his range and can throw a high volume of punches when needed. Bivol did and Crawford can do it. That's a recipe for disaster for Canelo. The thing is, Crawford hasn't really settled into 168 pounds, but all Crawford keeps saying is, y'all will see, y'all will see. So maybe these other fighters out there have seen something about Crawford that we think we know but haven't seen, and it's going to show up when he gets in the ring with Canelo, and Crawford could go on because he's being assessed to be the third guy to clip the Guadalajara, Jalisco native. Now, look, you look at Canelo going up to 175. He had success against Kovalev. Things didn't really work out against Bivol. But at the end of the day, what was Canelo comfortable at 175 pounds? You could tell he's definitely more comfortable at 168. And this is where a guy like Crawford, who's going to enter the discussion, and you look at Crawford, man, who was fighting that super welterweight, and now he wants to bubble up two weight divisions to go against Canelo. Could it be where Crawford, like Canelo, going up to 175, maybe Crawford goes to 168 and says, you know what, that's not the sweet spot for me, 154, maybe 160. Maybe 168 is a little bit too much, just like 175 for Canelo was a bit much, or at least the opponent he faced was a bit much. But that could be the counter argument. 168 is not an issue, it's just the opponent. And it's not like Crawford is going up fighting David Benavidez, who's not 175, he's fighting Canelo. And still, Canelo is a bad boy and recognized as the face of boxing. But it just depends on how you want to view this. But in my opinion, man, if everything goes as planned, Crawford gets in the ring with Canelo with everything he's been working on, basically hitting and not getting hit. I think it's going to be very interesting. I don't know if it's going to be fireworks like everybody's anticipating, but it sure as hell is going to have people on the edge of their seats just waiting to see if Canelo lands something big, and also to see if Crawford's going to land something big and how Canelo reacts. Because, look, they're like, Crawford is like, it's like this myth about him that he has this Herculean strength and Herculean power and he can knock out a heavyweight and all this shit. Well, we know there's got to be some truth to it. At least it showed up at 135, 140, 147, and not really at 154, but he was hurting Marjamov. But I don't know. You just never know. It's the shots you get hit with that you don't see that really hurt you. And maybe he lands something like that on Canelo that has Canelo out there dancing salsa in the ring. But anyway, Bivol came out there and he said, look, man, the only man to beat Canelo other than Floyd was myself, and that was a decade ago. And he said, Crawford's size, let me look this up so I can read it to you. Okay, right here. He says the first reaction, of course, was the size of Crawford. It's okay for him to move up 2 weight classes or not, I don't know. But then I saw him in Dubai, and I was like, wow, this guy is much bigger than what I thought. So obviously Crawford, when he was melting down, and you can have your opinion about it. He's melting down to 135, 140, 147, when really he should have probably never been in those weight classes. He probably should have really been 154 through 168 all along. But anyway, he says he has good skills. He's one of my favorite boxers. Able to win the fight. There's a lot of buts, even not buts, a lot of things we don't know. We don't know what he'll deal with. His English is a little chopped up. He needs to get used to the power and pressure of 168 because it's a big difference. And I agree with that. He says maybe he'll get used to it, how he'll be feeling himself on fight night, how his training camp is going, a lot of things, but he's able to win. He has a lot of skills. He's awkward. He can use 2 stances. It gives him benefits. And that's exactly what Canelo recognizes in Crawford as well. Canelo can say whatever. It's going to be easy. He's too small. But then I noticed Canelo lately has been saying, if I was able to move up multiple weight divisions and dominate, Crawford can do it. So the fact that Canelo's saying that tells me that even Canelo is like, shit. Okay, what? The reality is coming to me real quick. And I'm going to find out, just how special this guy is. Because there's no fight Crawford's been in that I think he lost. I'm trying to think. I've never seen Crawford in a fight where it's like he lost. He was in a competitive fight with Madrimov, but he won those rounds. Almost all the rounds. But I don't know. I think like Bivol saying here, even for me, I think the power. That's probably the only big concern, man. But again, he says something here. If you're ready for it, then he's like, it shouldn't be a problem. And he says, we all know what it feels like, when the body melts and you're cutting weight. He was like, now Crawford doesn't have to worry about that. He's like, and Crawford has a different mentality. And he's like, with that mentality, it makes a difference of a winner and a loser. And that mentality is what I call the mentality of the ability to up it in a fight. And Crawford has that. So we'll see, man. I can't wait to see Crawford and Canelo getting there. But Bivol says, hey, Crawford is the best. And he feels that with Crawford's mentality, IQ, and ability, that Crawford can get in there and dominate. Man, that's crazy. But he's not the only one saying it. There are a lot of fighters saying it. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to wait and see. But I know the Canelo fans are going to say, hold your horse's hood, champion. You're taking it to the stupid. Anyway, y'all keep cool. I'm about to go jogging. And I'll do some more videos later, all right? Oh, yeah, make sure you become a member to the channel, man. Not just subscribe, become a member, a paying member. It's only a couple of dollars a month. And get some of the Hood Champion merch. I'd appreciate it. Keep cool, man. In the breeze.